This video explains how to complete the form for applying for initial vessel documentation at our vessel documentation site. This is the form to complete if your vessel has never been documented under the United States Coast Guard before. To qualify for this, your vessel must measure at least 5 net tons and be wholly owned by a citizen of the United States. There are certain exceptions to this, such as particular oil spill response vessels, but for the most part, those are the main qualifications. To be clear, measuring net tonnage of a vessel is not a measurement of weight, it is a measurement of volume. So if you do not want to have your vessel's net tonnage measured, or if you are unsure of what that is, a good rule of thumb is that vessels which are longer than 25 feet are likely to measure at least 5 net tons. To complete this form, click Initial on our homepage. You will find it on the left side of your screen towards the top. Particular notice of a disclaimer at the top of the page, which can tell you that filing this application does not entitle a vessel to documentation or to any changes desired on a certificate of documentation. Official numbers designated on the basis of this application are not transferable. Only a current certificate of documentation is valid for vessel operation. Please note that this application, this one you are working on right now, is for vessels that have never been documented with the United States Coast Guard before. As you go through this form, you will find that there are certain blanks which are marked. Those are the ones you have to fill out to complete this form. You'll find one at the very top, the vessel's name. Pick a name that you want the vessel to be known as. There are certain rules to this, but for the most part, use common sense. This name is something that will be associated not just with your vessel, but with you. So pick something that makes you feel good about that. Below, you can choose to select one of the options for whether you already own this vessel, whether you purchased it from another owner, whether it's been newly built. You can put in pertinent information, such as the vessel's official number, if awarded, its hull number, should it have one, its maritime organization number, should that be applicable. You can also enter the name and place of the state of the hailing port that will be marked on the vessel. The hailing port must be a place in the United States. Below that, you're going to want to put in the contact information for the managing owner. This is the person that the Coast Guard should direct correspondence to. Remember, only an owner or part owner can be the managing owner. For vessels owned by a corporation, the corporation is considered the managing owner. For a trust arrangement, the trustee will be the managing owner. If your vessel is owned by a partnership or an LLC, the name of the partnership or the LLC should be shown. There's a lot of information about the managing owner that needs to be put in, such as their physical address, their mailing address. You'll also want to mark whether or not there are other owners, whether those are spouses, persons, entities that own an interest in the vessel. The purpose of application can be filled out after that. When you get to J, that is endorsements for which the application is made, you're going to want to check the appropriate block or blocks to indicate all the endorsement or endorsements desired on this application. Recreational is for when you plan to use the vessel for fun with friends and family. Fishery is when you're going to use it for commercial fishing operations on the navigable waters of the United States or in the EEZ, the exclusive economic zone. Coastwise is for when you're going to transport people and or merchandise on those same waters, and registry is the endorsement typically used for foreign trade if you plan on using it in a commercial capacity outside of the United States. Below that is primary service and horsepower, where you will select one service for which the vessel will be primarily used and insert its horsepower. Then you're going to want to click Next and go to the next page of the form. fill that out as well. Here at our vessel documentation site, we are always looking for more ways to be able to offer more to our clients. As such, you'll be able to pick a certified copy of your certificate of documentation. That way you'll have one just in case. You can also choose rush processing. With that, we'll put your form at the top of our queue so that you'll be able to get back what you need that much faster. Be sure to put in all of your billing info, how you can pay, and all of that before you click submit. Be certain that you've marked all of the agreements for authorization so that we can process this that much faster. And then click submit. You've done it. You've applied for initial vessel documentation.